Oblivion Remastered. How are you guys doing? Today I'm gonna make 2 streams again. Promise. I promise. I know I said that yesterday and the day before, but you know there were always like things coming up, like me making sports and stuff. You know the deal. You know I need to stay in shape. I need to make some sport. But today we're gonna continue finding for the one Crusader his shrine thing. Looking what's up with the freaking shrine. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I have a playlist. You can rewatch the stuff. If you don't want to watch everything, you can just fast print it or just look at like 1 or 2 minutes what happened to Unbanned. But anyway, I have a playlist available for everybody. I know there are like people like only the special people that give me money can look at playlists, but no, I'm not like that. I will, once I get the whole membership stuff in a couple of days or something, I have to see, like, I still need to apply. Like, I need like 200 hours still. Like, they still, but I have that 200 hours, but they still, you need to wait 1 day for the hours to get processed, and that's what I'm waiting for them to count the hours in that I already made, you know what I mean? And then I can apply, and then the thing is with applying, it can take up to 1 month, but I think it's gonna get smooth, it's gonna be smooth. And that's also the thing, like, because I dialed down, I have to be honest, I dialed down a little bit the OG stuff, because there's the highest risk, like, for my content that somebody like slips up. And just because somebody in Discord decides to swear, I don't want risk my whole YouTube career just so I can talk with people on Discord, because I don't know how strict they are, and that's why I'm a bit careful right now. But I also noticed that people are more willing to subscribe to like streams like that than Oblivion Remastered. But Oblivion Remastered, they look it much longer. It's a give and take. But let's continue. Sorry, I'm talking so much. But let's continue. I'm just being honest, And the other thing is I didn't see Legend and like other cool people on there that that make it more fun playing the game and stuff. I like talking with them, I didn't see so many on there. What the freak?
Hail, knight!
Oh, we already
you
had
seek
that.
my relics with a worthy heart.
We had that already. Okay, then it's just a replay. So that is what happened in the last few seconds before. I didn't save afterwards, apparently. But I thought I saved.
Woken me from my endless dream.
Yeah.
Or perhaps you have entered my dream, and I still. I think
almost
others
put
have
that as
sometimes
thumbnail, but I didn't.
Others like you, but my
it looked
memory
weird.
is
The
doubtful.
program. I mean,
Perhaps
the
the
whole
others came
thing I
after
decided
you.
to take still looks a bit weird, but I like it.
Your need must be great for the gods to allow us to speak. As
We had
the
that
accursed found a way back, the foulest of a
Skip,
foul
we already had
race,
that.
1,000 curses upon his unholy name.
Wow.
I thought I'd won, but I should have known. The slave masters are a cunning breed. Umaril found a way to cheat death as I could not.
I'm gonna get some water. I'm gonna get some water. close the door for a second. But yeah, let's continue. 1 second, I need to restart. I was a little impatient and I click everything. I need to restart. It's all good. It's gonna take some seconds. It's gonna take a little while, like a couple of seconds. First up, to be able to do that, we need to end the freaking task. So, end task. Then you go on here and then you say run as administrator. And then you wait a few seconds. Oh, it's so freaking annoying. Why didn't it save beforehand? I think my freaking PC also doesn't like the heat. I think that's the problem. It's so warm here. So freaking hot. It is so hot. They opened the window so long and now it's warm. It was so nice and cool here. Come on. Come on, load already. Go load already. Let it load. Continue. Yes. Yes. So and now, like I said, now I already saw the cutscene. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do something else in the meantime. No. No. You can just listen to the dude. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. That was not on purpose. That was disgusting. I know. That was not on purpose. This time I did burp out. Yeah, we know.
Hail, knight!
Hail,
you
the knight!
seek my relics with a worthy heart.
I seek so many things. Here.
Your prayers
Here you
have
go.
woken me from my
See
endless dream. Or perhaps you have entered my dream, and I still. I think others have sometimes spoken to me. Others like you, but my
200.
memory is doubtful.
And
perhaps the others came after you.
And the analytics.
Your need must be great for the gods to allow us to speak.
That I'm gonna get the hours.
As Umaril the accursed found the way back,
the data.
The foulest of a foul race, 1,000 curses upon his unholy name.
Then June 13th, when the data of June 13th is counted, I'm certain that I can apply. And then I have to see how
the slave masters are a cunning breed. Umaril found a way to cheat death as I could not. If you would seek for my relics, I know little that can help you. All that has passed since my death is like mist that my mind cannot take hold of. My friends built a shrine upon the site of my death, where the elves tormented me in a final act of revenge. I can show you where it once stood. Perhaps it is there still.
Yeah, I know.
Fare thee well, Sir Knight. May the gods grant you to destroy
continue
utterly, as I failed to do.
Rats in my basement. So, let's continue. So, nice. Now we know what go. And you know, we're gonna cheat a bit. We're just gonna fast travel here to the freaking Fort Alyssa. Because I can. Because I am the one who gets respect on the street. Your enemies, my enemies. Bing chilling, bing city. Now I'm gonna open up. Come on and open up. Open up, my love. Bing chilling, bing ding. I can open up the door. The door! I can open it up. Open up. Come on and open up. Open up. Amy, I'm chilling. I can't remember the lyrics, but here we go. Boom, shika, wow, wow. Das sage ich nur zu dir. Come on, my horse. My horsey. I love my horsey and my horsey loves me. Watch out to see him, see? Please come. He's riding through the rain. He's gonna save because he's not lame. I'm gonna ride like I can. This guy says something. I'm gonna mock ya.
This is a hold-up. Good.
Good that I saved. 1 second, I didn't hear what he said. Good that I saved. I'm gonna reload. What the freak? Why is my memory on 89% when I run the game? This is not freaking normal. How can I reduce the freaking percentage? What can I do? What can I do? And I wonder when the update will be available in Germany. That happened a short while ago. 1 second. 1 second. Let me listen to me. I wonder when the update will. Yeah. So, you know, it's extremely loud with headphones, my mic, but I need to turn it that loud because the freaking people that watch my freaking stuff on their freaking phone or whatever without headphones need it to be heard. And that's why I have mono audio and not you can hear from different directions my voice. Oh, it's such annoying. I can only hear you on my right ear. Oh. Sometimes you people. Not everybody. I'm not saying everybody, but thank you for telling me. Thank you for telling me. Yeah, I mean it. Sometimes it's pretty good, and sometimes it's like, come on, man. Of course, you're trying to make it more enjoyable for you and for other people, but yeah, what am I saying? I just don't. Like, I'm afraid that when I talk like this, Mike will make this sound sometimes. But currently it sounds fine. When it's too loud, you know what I mean? But, yeah, what am I saying? I just don't... Like, I'm afraid that when I talk like this, Mike will make this sound sometimes. Oh, but my mic is so good that I don't have to need to worry. I don't need to worry. Gonna freaking continue now. It's so freaking warm though. I don't freaking... Oh, it's only streaming for 3 hours. I'm gonna de-sub now. Those freaking people. So, let's freaking talk to this guy. Probably wanna mock us. Like, I'm gonna mock him. I'm gonna mock him. Let me save here. Somebody once told me, save the game before it throws you.
smarter than you look.
You know what? Now that your back is turned. Yours. You know. Whoopsie. That's for the disrespect, for implying that I'm the strong. Now I fell off the bridge. Boom shakalaka. I could have given him just the money on the bridge, like I did with the other dude, but I'm in a bad mood. Caught me on the wrong day. Where is the freaking thing? Ooh, is it down here? Is that the thing we need to get into? Don't we have a ring or something that makes us swim underwater? We actually have a ring and an amulet. Oh, there we go. Under the sea. Under the sea. Ah. Come on, man. Okay. Okay. What's up, my party people? This is what happens, my guy. Claymore of pain. Claymore more like Claymore without frame. Oh no! Second, what's in here? Okay, come to me. Come to me. I'm gonna destroy. There you go. Now you never reach. You are overcumbered. You have too much overcumbered. You overcumbered too much. Get the ball rolling. Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb into the face and the forehead. I don't know what it's lyrics, but something like that. Oh, the years start coming and they won't stop coming. Shed through the holes and I hit the ground running. Oh, time to get rid of some arrows. There we go. be so dramatic. What? Why am I overcumbered? Certainly. Did he? Oh, I hate it when they do stuff like that. Made like a weakening spell or something. Oh, this guy. I hate this. No, I need to drop off even more. There we go. Now I can walk again. So let's save here. Nice. Oh, one shot. One shot, one opportunity. Don't aim and move. There you go. Come on. X, it's your time. Come on, X. X, I summon you. Nice. The zombie. Here we go. That's why I summoned you. You're a freaking beast. The Shrine of the Crusader. We got it. It is here. What's that? Oh, he killed. Shoot him. Got it. Weaken me again. Hey, I dislike it very much when I don't see the thing. Ah, there it is. You can see it with my keyboard. Through the wall. Come at me, bro. No! No update, not now. Come on. second. Oh, this is so freaking annoying! 1 second. There was a pop-up. Ah, they're doing updates right now? What the freak? Why didn't they tell me? Okay, all good. That's the reason why I made updates in the background. So, let's see. Knights of the Nine Shield. Yeah, my shield is so much better. Interesting though. So let's look in this freaking whatever that was. His diary. Night. Oh, is this freaking thing called again? Here, there we go. This journal is a record of failure, my failure. In the imminent sense, this is no doubt obvious. If you are reading this, you are probably standing over my body, slain in the depths of the shrine of the Crusader. Perhaps the gods granted me the gift of at least glimpsing the holy helm before I died. Undeserving though I am, I must believe that you are indeed a holy knight following in my footsteps in quest of the Crusader relics. It is to you, Sir Knight, of my hopes that I direct these words. May the account of my failures help you avoid my fate. Know that my failures encompass far more than my own death, which is of little account at the end of a long life. The high ideals of the Knights of the Nine, of service to the gods rather than men, of declaration to a higher purpose, these are my failures, as I shall record here. As I write this, the scarting of my pen, the only sound in the empty poetry, I am preparing to embark on my last quest for the helm of the Crusader. I know that my chance of success is small. I am too old for such a task. This quest should have been taken up by the next generation of Knights of the Nine, while Sir Carius and Sir Bridge and the rest of us stayed behind and spun tales of our days of glory, alias, there is no next generation. Sir Bridge is my embittered enemy. The rest of my old companions are all dead. There's only me, the last stubborn knight of a failed order. For many years I blamed Sir Berish for the dissolution of the order, but in my old age I have finally come to recognize my own part in those tragic events. I now believe that the seeds of our destruction were sown early, although the fruit did not ripen until late. Even in the first handy days, questing for the cuirass with Sir Caius and Sir Tolof, I set the pattern of personal glory. The cuirass was mine, and although it resigned in the priory, I wore it unto battle and accepted the acclaim of my fellows and the people for its recovery. And so it went. The sword of Graves, recovered by Sir Bridge, became his personal arms, and the gauntlets to Sir Camrisier. Why not? Should the holy weapons lie idle while there was evil to be vanished? And who more fitting to carry them than the knight who had proven himself worthy by their recovery? So we told ourselves. So I told myself. But all that followed from this. Which Sir Bridge wanted to take his relic with him to that war. Who was I to forbid him? I who had jealously considered the grass my own and none other's. Sir Bridge was wrong, but I was wrong first, and the blame for the dispute over the relics fell first on me. The leader and founder of the knights who should have set a higher example, but was instead first to claim a relic from my own. Sir Berich's later actions I will leave for others to judge, but let it be known that I do not blame him for the dissolution of the knights. If he would speak to me, I will tell him so myself. He and I are now all that are left of the original knights. The others are all dead, and I have decided myself to recovering their bodies and interring them in the priory undercroft, as it's fitting for such holy warriors, alias that they did not have the leader that they deserved. Now it is time for me to depart on my quest for the helm. If you would follow in my footsteps, Sir Knight, know that the priory basement at least will remain inviolate. I have sealed the stairs, and only my ring will now open it. My brother knight will sleep in peace, in company with the cuirass, the only relic that remains in the order's keeping. I say that although the order is officially dissolved, hoping and believing that the Knight of the Nine will one day be reborn. Perhaps you are the one to restore the order. If so, go to the Priory of the West Wayland. Use my ring to enter the vaults beneath the Priory house. There you will find the cuirass, and claim it for your own, if you are a true knight. May the Nine guard and guide you. Farewell, Sir Amiel, Priory of the Nine, the West Walled, Country Skingrad. Westerwald. That sounds like Westerwald. That sounds like the region where I am from in Germany. Westwald. Like Westerwald. Yeah, that's interesting. Year 153 of Septim area. Okay, cool. Sounds great. Sounds perfect. Sounds very, very good. So, what's up, my guys? Do you want to get electrocuted? So this is the champion, I guess, right? So when I oof him, the other one falls too. That's what I thought. There we go. What's up, my guy? There you go. No summoning. Your summoning got interrupted by the troops. Why am I still so slow? Huh? Oh. Now I put on my ring of weights. One second, which ring do I have on? Ring of Feather and Ring of War. Okay. Okay. So, he said he buried his friends, probably in his grave. Here, gold. Nice. That's also nice, but I'm not gonna take it because it's too heavy. It is too heavy, unfortunately. Oh, why did it lead us back? Oh, is this the helmet? I think, one second, let me look at the quest. Now I recovered the ham, I should proceed to the Priory of the Nine to see if it still holds the cross of the Crusader. Okay. Ooh, what's up? Vampire anymore. Freaking fire is not so freaking good against me anymore. They Like maybe when I was a vampire that caused me. Not anymore. Oh. We can, if we find a bed, we can level up. That is not his currency. It's an elven one. We don't need that cheap currency. There's nothing here. Nothing we could need. I'm a bit confused. I thought that was a way. I thought that was the way. I thought that was the way. And what is the... Why do we have this way here if it leads nowhere? What the freak? Leads nowhere. Wait, did we go back to the... Yeah, we did go back. is this way suddenly not leading anywhere? Huh? Second. Got to be freaking kidding me. This needs just back. There was another way to the shrine. I think I shouldn't have gone down here. There's nothing here. Second. Okay. Yeah, the whole way here is closed. Okay, that is where we came from. Then we went up. Here. Then up here. Hey, I don't understand. Why is this way suddenly closed now? We didn't go here. Maybe that's another way. Can we go there? Go there. So let me look on the freaking map. What changed? What changed? Oh. Ah. Oh, good. So, yeah, we went down here. No, this leads back. Right? This leads back, right? Yeah, this leads here. Then we said, like, there's nothing else here. There's only the Kurasi in there. So let's go back. So now let's go this way. Why am I too heavy again? I don't understand. Like, I still have the lighten the weight spell on. Oh, I know. I know what happened. We need to get up there. So let's use the body of goes up. First, let me see what's up there. Okay, 1 second, I need to restart because of the freaking update. be right back. It's gonna be paused. The stream's gonna be paused, and then it's gonna be the loading screen because I need to update. Okay, till then, bye. So we are back. Like I said, I needed to do some updates. Now I only need to reopen the other stuff. Like I said, I needed to do some updates. So why? But I'm sure that I removed. I'm sure that I saved it. So now I go on here. Go on my statistics. And then I say this. Yes. Bookmarks bar. Done. Amazing. So now we restart the game. A couple more seconds. And here we go. 20 seconds. Usually it is then there, but maybe because of the updates. Yeah, it's gonna load. Yeah, now it loaded. Got it. Here we go. It's like around 15 to 30 seconds. That's how long my game takes to load. So let's continue. Good that I saved so often. Okay, yeah, we were here. With stupid spirits. Yeah, we jumped down here and then we, fought them. I remember. And then... What then, genius? Then we went in here. Right. For gold. Where's my magicka so low? Why is it not restoring itself? Why is my magicka not restoring? What the freak? Disease? What kind of disease? Stun magicka. Ah! The problem is I cannot remove that spell with my magic because my magic is not restoring. So I have to use another cure. Cure disease. Here we go. Now let's go in here. Hey, why is this never working? Why is this cure disease stuff never working? Ah, now it's working. Yes, now it's working. Nice. Just needed a bit for the cure to work. Okay. Now, let's go on the freaking map and let's go down here. Gonna quick save here. What's up? Can use magic again. You freaking go. You cannot stop me. I'm too smart for this. Why am I overcombered again? What is going on? Why am I overcombered again? Huh? 1 second. Did my drink? I think my drink wore off. Extra drink. So. Okay, nice. Here we go. Oh, freaking god. Oh. We already were here. It's just a different way. The last catacombs. I think that's the way. Oh, this is where we came from, right? Yeah, this. Now we find nightshade everywhere. Before that it was like, oh, it's like super rare. Are you serious? I hate this. I want to freaking. I want to freaking. Oh no. I want to find the freaking stuff. Why do they make it so hard? Oh. Okay. I have everything I need here. I just need to go freaking back now. I didn't know that. Oh, I mean, I found some stuff in the chest and stuff, but I didn't know that I could go back now. Thought I still needed to find something else. But if that's it, it's it. It's over. So, let's freaking go back. It's just easier said than done. Because this is a freaking maze. Let me look on the map again. Okay, I am in a room that is leading nowhere. Okay, nice. So let me. I need to go. Okay, I need to go here. That's the right one. There we go. No, that's fine. Huh? What just happened? No. Want to open the freaking door? This is not a skeleton champion. Oh shoot. What the freak is going on? This is not a freaking skeleton champion, go freaking away! Let me freaking open the door. What is this freaking bug? I wanted to go outside again. Oh, perfect time to get overcumbered. Let me reload. It's a freaking buggy game, Alter. No. No. Same thing with the main quest. It was too buggy. They didn't continue the freaking curse lifting stuff that they should. They're just hanging around there and doing nothing. It's like, why are there so many bugs? It's so freaking annoying. Come on, go up, go up, go, 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 go. Go! Ah! Oh, come on! And I don't have the freaking stuff with me that can make me swim underground. I'm freaking overcumbered. That was not like this. I had more time to get up. Oh, this is so freaking annoying. I hate when this game does that. I hate it so much. It's like you can't even, with legendary healing powers, you cannot even... Okay. This is freaking ridiculous. You know, the only way to get out of now is freaking go, 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 down! And freaking run. No! One second, I have another idea. I have a magic spell for that. To swim under the water. We have to use it. We have to freaking use the freaking magic spell. Water breathing. Here we go. Let's get to a freaking horse. We're not even carrying that much. Let me see. But I thought I still had the... I think don't I have the ring on? Yes, I have the ring on. Why? Why, game? Why are you doing this to me? What if I... How? There you go. Now I can run again. Oh shoot! I wanted to throw him off the bridge, but I cannot. I throw myself around. Let's go, horsey. No. Oh, I hate this bug. Now it's resolved again. Okay. I love my horsey, and my horsey loves me. Oh, I wanted to go in a freaking bed. Let's go to Bravo. I think we have a house here. Right? Do we have a house in Bravo? If not, we're gonna buy one. If you don't have a house in Bravo, you will get one. Yeah, we have one here. I know that. It's the ugliest one I have.
Good to see you. Look at the muscles on you.
I know, I am a machine. I am the one who gets respect on the street. Why is my house still unread? Like, those are the issues and bugs that still need to be resolved. Like, I bought this house. I'm not breaking in. So, luck, strength, willpower. Here we go. See this? Those are my stuff that I dropped off here. This is the stuff. That is the stuff. So now now that the power has increased even more, it's freaking out. What? Actually, I can sell stuff now. But I think I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna sell this stuff here. Okay. Finally, he's not afraid of me. Like, I can talk to people just normally.
We all owe you a debt of gratitude for closing that Oblivion gate. Thank you.
See, this is the interaction I want. Not the... Oh,
I have nothing to say about the Count and his son. The rest of the town is a little rough, but I don't mind. I like it that way.
Yeah, but when I'm a freaking vampire, you don't.
If I can't fix it, it ain't broke. Armor, weapons, I have it all. How may I help you?
I want to freaking sell you all of my bone meal. No. Never mind. I think I will go somewhere else. But I'm gonna sell you my staffs that I don't need. That's a fair deal. Oh, before I do that, let me haggle.
You got it. That seems a fair... A good...
Pleasure to serve you.
Bye.
Be seeing you.
Oh, I could have sold him a bunch of arrows. I'm good. I think I'm gonna kill them softly. With this one.
Rarely lose hope. I hear she's a very private person.
So let me sell some other stuff. What's that?
You seem quite intriguing. Please, share your thoughts. Good day. The Mages Guild runs more. I'm afraid I'm not very social.
Okay.
Let's do business.
I'm gonna sell you some of my bone meal. When I say some, 1 second.
You got... That's it. A good price for a good customer. You drive... That's more... A good... That's a good deal. You drive a hard bargain. You got a great deal there. Tell your friends about me. Take care.
Jose.
I hope... Let's get to training.
Nice.
You too.
Greetings. Now, I do hope our paths cross again.
A pleasure to speak.
With you. You were the person I was looking for.
Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you. Another satisfied customer. Knowledge is the key to success in any endeavor. Always keep your magical equipment charged. Bye.
Bye.
Delphin,
Oh, I remember you.
what can I interest you in? A pleasure to serve. You've got a lot to learn. Goodbye.
I don't have
Great.
anything.
Good day. Goodbye.
Bye. So... Goodbye. Bye, 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 Miss American Pie. Na, 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 dee, na, na, na. Oh yeah, I wanted to go to church. And now, you know what I can do now? I got here. Now I can get all the blessings. Now let's look at my character sheet again. 100 strength. everything is up. For some reason they make me weaker.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. Now let's go there. So, my freaking horsey. I love my horsey and my horsey loves me. What sucks with EDMC is coming. You know what would be cool? I could shoot him from, on my horse. That would be awesome. I have to go down to shoot him. See? Forgot something. I need to also... Wow. My arrows are that good? Or did I just get that strong? Nice. Let me just see what's up here. Freaking bad. Nothing else. Freaking bad. Cool.
By the strength and guidance of the Nine, who comes before us upon this sacred ground, seeking the cuirass of the divine Crusader? Step forward, adventurer, and face us each in honorable combat. For the vows we fail to revere in life shall uphold in death. No unworthy soul shall lay hands upon this sacred artifact without the leave of the Knights of the Nine.
Okay.
Ah!
Oh. Them all at once.
Sir Gregory, you are defeated. Sir Casimir.
1 second. Let me change my weapon. Let's make this quick.
Step forward.
What? Oh. Okay.
Impressive. You have bested Sir Casimir. Now face Sir Ralphus.
There we go.
Sir Ralphus, you have fallen. Step back and let the challenge continue. Sir Henrik, come forward and prove yourself.
Why are they always behind me?
Oh! Yeah! Oh! Ah!
There you go.
You have overcome half of us, and yet you remain standing. Perhaps Sir Caius shall test your true mettle.
So who? Oh, this guy. What's up, my guy? No. No, this guy, right?
You show a fury of faith that I have not seen in centuries, but now you face Sir Junkin.
There you go.
You have lost, Sir Junkin. Sir Torolf, show the challenger the ferocity of the North. You have stood against the Knights of the Nine and lived. However, the final test is upon you. Ready yourself, Sir Knight, and face me!
I knew it. Come at me, bro. There you go.
Sir Knight,
300 years, none have stood against us and lived. Step forward and claim what is yours by right. May your faith be true.
Now, let's see. So this gives me 9 points. Why not? But I have no pets.
By the 9, I've not seen such strength. Could you be... No, you cannot. You are simply a noble knight. You completed the quest that I could not. I'm glad that my death at least served to lead you here, as I had hoped. The original Order of the Nine was founded with the intention of safekeeping the Crusaders' relics. In life, we failed at this task. In death, we seek to preserve what little we accomplished while we wait for one to come and finish what we began. One of the mightiest knights of my day. It was a great boost to the Order's prestige when he joined. Unfortunately, he and I did not see eye to eye on certain matters. He left the Order during the War of the Red Diamond and never returned. May the 9 guide your way. Greet! May your sword strike true.
I know, though many know where they are still lost. I believe there is something you must do in order to retrieve them. Would you listen to my tale and learn of the Gauntlet's fate? When the Order fractured, I followed Sir Beric into war, taking the gauntlets with me. When it was over, I returned to Cyrodiil. I attempted to return to the service of the Nine, but the war had changed me. I no longer had sympathy for the weak or pity for the suffering. In the brief time I was there, I did more to hurt the chapel than help it. It was there that I was cursed. A beggar who came to the chapel each day for help tried my patience one too many times. I lost my temper and struck him. My blow landed harder than I had intended, and he fell to the floor dead, killed in the very chapel of the God of Mercy. I left the chapel at once, of course, but the damage was done. I was weak, constantly weary, and lacked the energy to do almost anything. Ah, yes. As proof of the deed, when I struck the poor man, the gauntlets slipped right off my hands and fell to the floor. Heavy as stone, they would not move. None could lift them. I suspect they lie there still, in Coral's chapel. You must prove to Stendarr you are worthy to lift the gauntlets once more. Seek out the priests in Coral. Perhaps they can help you. I have no doubt that they still lie within the...
Okay.
We had only the best of intentions. Truly we did. We meant only to serve the Nine and the Empire. It's hard to believe it all went so wrong. It was placed on me for defying the teachings of Stendarr in his very chapel. My entire lineage was ruined by this curse. Whether it is...
Okay,
May the
let's
Nine
go.
guide your way.
Let's freaking go. There we go. Now it's getting interesting. One second, let me turn on the light. Let me turn on the light. No, it's light enough. Great.
You look like a bright one.
Let me talk to him.
Welcome, Knight Commander. Oh, those. You'll want to speak to Oreldur about them. He's in charge of keeping people away from them. Bye.
Who?
Welcome, Knight. The gauntlets, eh? They're Reldur's responsibility. Speak to him about them.
Hello, Radar.
Take care.
Okay.
Hail.
Kellen.
Please. You've seen them, I assume. The only evidence of what happened so many years ago. Do you know that I thought perhaps I could lift them? That somehow this curse would be lifted if I could pick them up? I tried for hours, until my whole body ached, and I could barely move. I lay there on the floor next to them, weeping. I'm not ashamed to admit that. I've been at the end of my rope for far too long to be ashamed of anything. I don't know why they're still here. They're so heavy, and I'm so weak. What does Stendar want from me? Farewell.
It's good to have a bit of good news in these dark times. What can I do for you, Hero of Coral?
Freaking restart the freaking game. So, okay. Who do I need to freaking talk to? Give me the freaking gauntlets.
What brings you here, my son? Ah, yes. The gauntlets have been here for ages. I know only the basic story behind them. They're more of a novelty these days. My only real involvement with them these days is keeping the youngsters from hurting themselves trying to pick the gauntlets up. What is your interest in them, if I may ask? Oh, I'm afraid that's quite impossible. They don't move, not even a bit, as if they're the heaviest things in the world. Don't you know the story behind them? I'm not familiar with all the details, but I know roughly what happened. I'm telling you, you can't pick them up. Try it yourself if you won't believe me. Well, if you won't listen to me, then go ask Kellen. He's descended from the very knight who was cursed. He'll tell you the same thing.
I talked already to Kellen. Okay, I'm gonna eat something now. I'm gonna activate the other Oblivion stuff in the background. Okay, the art book. I'm gonna, that's what I'm gonna do. So, scene. I don't know which scene it was. Yeah, it was this one. And let me restart the game. So, oh, we freaking know. So, here we go. We are back. Like I said, I just ate something. Gonna restart the game. So let's continue. Though I have no freaking idea how to pick that up. How to pick it up, how to pick it up. Maybe if I don't know. You don't know? I don't know.
What is it? Ah, so you've heard it, have you? Terrible curse. Been in the family almost longer than anyone can remember. When I was younger, I could live with it. Wasn't so bad. But it's only gotten worse over time. I'd come here, to the place it all happened, in the hopes that something could be done. I fear I haven't much time left otherwise. Our elder has let me stay, mostly out of pity, I think. But there's something else. I swear he knows more than he tells. I've seen plenty of pity in people's eyes over the years. I grew up recognizing it. But with our elder, there's something else there. And when he speaks to me, there are times I'd swear he sounds apologetic. Guilty, even. Why would that be? What reason does he have to hold back information? I know I'm a doomed man one way or the other. Speak to him if you can. Convince him to tell me what he knows as a dying man's last wish. You've seen them, I assume. Do you know that I thought perhaps I try? I'm not be seeing you.
Know that. Now let's. How was the guy called? No, it's not him. He has nothing to do with that. The guy that's is withholding information.
Well, it's good to have a bit of good news in these dark times. What can I do for you, hero of Coral?
Oh, Coral.
I cannot face him. I know what might be done for him, but I haven't the will to do it. I wish I could help him. Truly I do. But I cannot muster the strength to damn myself on his behalf. The curse. I know what would lift it, but I cannot do it. The only way to free Kellen of his curse is to take it on myself. I am not strong enough to do this, and so I am a failure. I fail Kellen every time I speak to him, and I fail Stendar every time I pray to him and do not ask for the power to lift the curse. Do you know one who would do such a thing? One who would pray at this chapel's altar, pray to Stendar for the power to lift this curse? The gauntlets have been here far longer than any of us. I don't expect that to ever change. They'll almost certainly be here long after we're all gone. Certainly after Kellen's family has died out. I've told you, the only way to lift the curse from Kellen is to pray to Stendar for the power to free him. But that means taking the curse on yourself. You'll be marked for life, as will all your children and your children's children. He's down in the chapel hall, resting. You may speak to him if you like. Farewell.
I would not be cursed. Nice.
Well, come back to see the doomed man, have you? I don't know why they're still here. They're so heavy, and I'm... The church is still in turmoil. I don't think...
Huh?
Ah. Bye.
Huh? 1 second. Let me use the new magic I found. What was, 1 second, what was the... Lay hands on Kellen. Lay hands.
You... How did you? I feel good. I feel... good. I don't feel like death. I feel like running. Look at me.
Nice. Yes.
I can't believe you were willing to do that for Kellen. To sacrifice your own well-being without hesitation. What business do I have acting as a priest if I'm not willing to do all I can in helping those who need it? Perhaps I need to rethink my calling.
Yeah. Curse has been lifted. The curse has been lifted for this family.
You look skilled in alteration. Maybe you can teach me something.
Yeah, maybe. Please, let there be an artifact like pants. Want some enchanted pants, that would be nice. No, let me talk to him.
Greetings, Sir Knight. We had only the best of intent.
Oh, yes.
May your sword strike true.
To say?
You have my tribute, Sir Knight. In 300 years, none have passed the gauntlet. In 300 years, we have never known hope. But for the first time, it seems that someone may succeed where we have failed. I see in you the chance to redeem our souls and restore the Order. And now, I must ask you to press forward where I could not. I must ask you to face the challenge of Zenithar.
Okay.
Below the chapel of Zenithar in Leowyn, there is a shrine to the great craftsman St. Calidus. Those seeking the mace must pray before the shrine. When you bow, you will receive a vision, or perhaps not. It is unclear. The priest saw that my body never moved, but it felt so real. You will see the mace, separated from you by a great chasm. The chasm represents your doubt. Your faith must be your guide across it. This is what I know. As I said, my faith was weak. I did not understand the test, and I fell from the platform each time I tried to cross. I have told you all that I know. All that is left is for you to prove yourself more worthy than I. If you seek the mace, travel to Leowyn's chapel, kneel at the shrine in the Undercroft, and let your faith in the Nine be the salvation of us all. Go with virtue.
I like this whole quest line here. It's refreshing. And you get a lot of enchanted, powerful equipment too, that I'm all going to wear. In fact, no, I'm gonna leave the helmet, because the helmet is sign of power and authority. And I like the helmet more. Master of the Fighters Guild. No, I still want to honor his family too. So What? Why is there... Let's go. Okay, this one will be the last.
Can you spare a coin?
Yes, of course.
My children. Thank you, kind sir. Take your time. Thank you. How kind. See, was that hard? For me? Thanks. That will get you something. Thank you. How kind. They say that someone's taken up the Prophet's call and is questing for the Crusaders' relics. I hope they succeed.
Thank you.
Blessings of Mystara upon ye.
It's you. I've heard of you. You're the one restoring the Knights of the Nine, aren't you? My name is Caradus O'Holan. Like you, I am a servant of the Nine, specifically of Zenithar. I came here seeking his mace. However, I could not pass the test. I'm no Crusader, but that doesn't mean that I cannot serve Zenithar. In light of the recent attacks, I've signed on to protect the chapel. I'm fair with the blade, and by my honor, I'll serve the Nine in any way I can.
The game crashed again. Why? Why are you doing this to me? What have I done wrong? Why have the gods forsaken me? Let me restart. Because it's so freaking warm. I think that's the freaking reason. This game needs so much more updates. I don't know. So, wah wah. Come on. Come on, yes. So, here we go.
It's you. I've heard of you. You're the one restoring the Knights of the Nine, aren't you? I came in light of the original divines. Zenithar is thought to be the most in touch with the mortal realm. Some legends say that Zenithar has close ties to Kinnereth, an idea that is supported by the manner in which the two gods' realms interact. Craftsmen devoted to Zenithar are able to create and profit from the materials provided by Kinnereth's natural world. The two work in harmony, the natural world providing for the craftsman. One cannot revere Zenithar without acknowledging the power of Kinnereth. I grew up in Cheydinhall. My father was a cobbler. My mother was an acolyte of Zenithar. She was self-taught, not part of the chapel proper. They were both killed in an accident when I was young. I became a ward of the crown and was drafted into the Imperial Army. After serving 2 tours patrolling Stros Mackay, I left the service for a life devoted to Zenithar, inspired by my parents.
Okay.
Legends say that when Pelennor Whitestrake was slain by the aliens, a messenger carried the mace to the human settlement of Leowin as a message. Centuries later, the master craftsman St. Calidus built the Chapel of Zenithar in Leowin as a tribute to the legend. When St. Calidus was laid to rest, those who prayed to Zenithar at his tomb began to receive visions of the mace of the Crusader. Of the original divines, Zenithar is thought to be the most in touch with the mortal realm. Some legends say that Zenithar has close ties to Kinnereth, an idea that is supported by the manner in which the two gods' realms interact. Craftsmen devoted to Zenithar, the two legends say that when Pelennor Whitestrake was slain by the aliens, a messenger carried the mace to the human settlement of Leowin as a message. Centuries later, the master craftsman St. Calidus built the Chapel of Zenithar in Leowin as a tribute to the legend. When St. Calidus was laid to rest, those who prayed to Zenithar at his tomb began to receive visions of the mace of the Crusader.
Okay.
Be seeing you.
What's up?
Yes, I heard of you. Found a few relics, and you imagine yourself to be the next Whitestrake, do you? Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you. Legends say that when Pelennor Whitestrake was slain by the aliens, a messenger carried the when St. I used to be a priest of the Tribunal Temple in Kraganmore. After the collapse, I drifted for a while, until I joined the chapel. The beggars and the Wicked Thieves Guild still trouble me. I wish the 9 divines offered charity and comfort to the poor like the temple did. I heard the gauntlets of the Crusader are gone from the chapel in Coral. Goodbye.
Bye.
So you're the one that's come for the mace, are you? Another adventurer looking for treasure? Get on with it if you must. The shrine is downstairs. But I wouldn't expect much if I were you. No one has ever succeeded. Goodbye.
Bye. So much more. What up?
I must admit my curiosity at your endeavor. So many have tried and failed to retrieve the mace. What makes you think that you will succeed?
Because I am EDMC.
The Count made that orc Mazoga into a knight? Well, well. Next thing we'll be making horses into knights. Goodbye.
Hey, what a freaking racist. You call yourself a monk? Would be careful what you say, my man. Where's the freaking... Where's the freaking entrance?
You look like a bright one.
You look like someone who's comfortable.
Here we go. What's up? of me. I don't freaking get it. Will not give up. I will not give up. I have an idea here. No, but the air, I cannot freeze the air. was something. Was that me? I will not. 1 second. I'm gonna cheat. I'm sorry. So, boots of the Crusader. I don't have any boots of the Crusader. So I have to do other stuff before I can do this. Let's get the boots of the Crusader first. I'm sorry. But I cannot continue this quest, for I have not the items that I need.
Well met. I find myself here, at your disposal. I want to make up for the mistakes I've made, and devote myself fully to the faith. If it pleases you, I would join your order and serve the Nine at your side. What say you? Thank you. It means a great deal to me. Excuse me while I gather the equipment I need.
Nice. Where's the freaking shirt? This freaking shirt. Oh well.
How may I serve you, Commander? Go with virtue.
Do you wish to learn what little I know? I cannot tell you exactly how to find the boots, for that will be up to Kinnereth. I can tell you to seek out her priests, though, west of the Imperial City. On the edge of the great forest is a shrine. You will find them there, and they will tell you what you need to know. May the Nine guide your...
This is the quest I look for.
Away.
For the boots. And my old belongings. For I have no need for them anymore. I will simply put them Where's the guy? Where's his chest?
How may I serve you, Commander? It is an honor to serve under you, Crusader. You too.
Actually, I wanted to give you some. Where are the gauntlets now? Weird. That is weird. Usually when I drop things,
Hail, Commander!
they don't disappear. One second. Let me go to the save. The save. Nice.
I am at your service, Commander. It is an honor to serve under you, Crusader. Farewell.
Yeah, that's the idea. So I'm gonna put all the stuff I don't need in the armor chest, and then I'm gonna hope they're gonna pick them up because my stuff is much more powerful. Oops. I didn't want to take it all. I wanted to put something in. Okay. So. bet there's going to be more people that join, and then they can just take my old stuff. That is the plan. Oh, that is the plan. I can just get all my armor that I don't need and my swords and everything. I can just put them anywhere, everywhere, and then people that are on my side can just wear them.
How many? You too.
What's up, my guy? My goal?
Show me what you've got.
No, you're not worth the time. Bye.
How are you?
Fantastic. Thanks for asking.
Excellent. What's the news from the other... What do you want? Ancient way shrines of the Nine are scattered through the wilderness. The righteous who pray there receive powerful divine blessings. Be
All
seeing
are
you.
welcome here. What brings you to the altar of Kinnereth, my child? You have been in the chapel of Kinnereth from the moment you stepped outdoors. Have you not felt her presence? We gather here to pay tribute to all of the blessings she bestows upon us. You seek the boots of the Crusader? Kinnereth will show you no favor until your current conflicts are resolved. Finish your fights, then return here.
I didn't. Oh, no. Come. Where are you going?
Welcome again to the altar of Kinnereth. You would seek the holy relic Kinnereth has bestowed upon the world. Then you must prove yourself worthy.
Come on! Okay. Just gonna go there like that.
Hello.
What brings you to the altar? You would seek Kinnereth. I cannot say what it will be, for I do not know. Kinnereth herself will decide in what manner you shall be tested. All I can do is direct you to the Grove of Trials, and remind you to heed Kinnereth's teachings. Fear and respect nature and all her creations. Not far from here, to the west, nestled within the great forest, it is a place many would overlook. I warn you that it is unwise to take anyone with you. You should go there alone. You would do well to remember this when it comes time for your test. Then proceed directly to the grove, as your test has begun. Kinnereth may choose to guard you along the way. That is up to her. Good luck. Goodbye.
Kill them because maybe that's part of the paralyze them, right? Yeah. I didn't attack the troll. What? The bear attacked me. Whatever. The bear freaking attacked me. What? Except when they get freaking try to kill my freaking life. Stand on it.
They're saying some cult murdered the Emperor and are opening the Oblivion gates. Welcome. You must be tested by... I see in her in...
do the freaking other thing. Now I can freaking do the other thing. What's up, my bear? Let's freaking go. It's freaky. Now I can just walk through. It's okay. Let me just tease them a bit. Why do you have a steel warhammer here? Is that the mace? Is that what you were searching for? Oh.
I can't believe it. We survived. By the grace of the Nine, we survived.
What just happened?
In no small part to you, Sir Knight. By your will, and the will of the Nine, the Chapel of Zenithar has held against this blasphemer. Sir, I pledge you my sword. I wish to join you in your quest to restore the Knights of the Nine and defeat this Umaril. I can only hope to match your bravery and valor. I am honored to serve by your side. Allow me to fetch more suitable equipment. I shall return shortly.
Why am I on the... why was I on the ground? Aww. I'm sorry. You didn't make it. Same as you. Your faith wasn't strong enough. So the gods let you die.
great and mighty Grand Champion? Is there something you need? Can I carry your weapon? Shine your boots? Back rub, perhaps?
I forgot about you.
Golly, you're...
Yes, Commander?
How may I walk with the nine, Sir?
I am at your service. You've retrieved the mace. I can't believe it. Sir Knight, I bend my knee in awe at your wisdom. You deserve to carry the mace. Our greed for the relics overshadowed our faith in the Nine. I can only hope that you are stronger than we were. I go with virtue.
If you are true to the teachings of Julianus, it may be possible for you to find the shield of the Crusader. When the Order, with the help of a few trusted friends, I began work to keep the shield safe for all eternity. I never saw my work finished. I died defending the fort from those who would take and misuse the shield. I never saw our work finished. I trust that the others carried on without me. May your sword strike true.
I'm gonna get the shield later because I already have a very good shield.
I am at your service, Commander. In death, we continue the work that escaped us in life. Alas, my old comrade is not among us here. We do not know why his spirit did not join us here to guard our last relic. We were estranged in life, but I had hoped that in death we could be reconciled. For my part, I now know that I am largely to blame for the ruin of the old order. Sir Amiel takes too much upon himself. I will say no more. May your sword strike true.
I am at your service, Commander. So it was the boots that Sir Ralphus needed to complete his quest. What a fool I was to refuse to help him. I will carry this regret for all time. You are an asset to your order. You have claim to the boots, and for this I am grateful. May your sword strike true.
Greetings, Sir Knight. Complacency. May the Nine guide your way.
Greetings, Sir Knight.
There's only the shield left.
May your
Okay,
sword
so let's
strike
make a
true.
cut here. Let's gonna raid somebody now. Okay. Okay. Let's raid somebody. Find me somebody to raid. So, yeah. It's time. So, who are we going to raid this time? They all speak not the English language, so we're gonna just raid Rising Phoenix again. So, I see you guys there.